Hi guys, welcome back. Today we'll be talking about 5 top niches you can get started on Amazon in 2020. Alright, so let's just jump right into it. So the first one is pet products. Let's be honest, we love our pets. Pets make us feel that bond, that emotional connection maybe we're not having from our friends or our significant other. I'm just saying, it happens. So pets will always be there for you, especially dogs. Dogs are your man's best friend. And you will spend money on them. When they get sick, they're like your kid. So no matter what happens, you gotta spend money on them for food, for care products, and things like that. And just in the past year, as you can see, the pandemic just increased the process increased the process of people adopting pets. So in 2020, pet care market has grown from 216 billion to 232 billion. So what this says in 2021, what this says is that the market is just going up from here, right? People are adopting not one but 2 pets during the pandemic. They got bored and they felt this need of care and they couldn't leave the house and connect with people. So they got pets and actually maybe had 2 or multiple pets in the same household, which means they have to invest more into their product, which means you as a business owner can capitalize on their need. Okay, so that's that. Okay, next, people are getting pets even after the pandemic has happened. You gotta keep in mind, pets live up to like 10 years to 15 years, so it's just a repeating cycle. Once you get introduced to the pet lifestyle, if your pet passes away, you will have this need to replace that pet. It sucks that you have to replace it, but you will have this need of this missing piece in your life. So you got to make sure that you as a business owner keep that in mind and not give up on the idea, oh, pets are just for time being. No, pets are here to stay for centuries, maybe for a long time, but they are here to stay and people are buying pets. People are stuck at home and they need a companion. Like I said, even though we're going back to work, not all places or all businesses are putting people back to work. They may be working from home, which gives them another meaning to get a pet and connect with the pet at home. Also, people sometimes use it as a fashion, having multiple pets, grooming them, this and that. So people are crazy about pets. People love their pets. And, Amazon, if they need something for their pet, they can't leave the house, they can't do anything, Amazon makes it convenient. It is on Amazon. So please, get a product, put it on Amazon, be smart about it. Don't just take the product that's being sold on Alibaba, make some inventions to it, change it to how you think people would want to buy, how it would help the people. Play with the people's emotional connection and their needs towards this product. So just some articles and just some evidence that Canada actually had the most significant increase in pet owners since the pandemic started. So it just goes to show that the pandemic has just accelerated this need for people to stay home and get a pet, and then in turn buy products for their loved pets. Gotta keep that in mind that people love their pets. They will spend money. They will buy all these treats, all these toys for pets. It's mind blowing. Like I said, our future is unpredictable. You'll never know what's happening. We didn't know the pandemic was going to happen, so you don't know how long this process will go on for. People will be using Amazon for quite some time. It's been ingrained into our modern lifestyle to go on Amazon and order from there instead of walking into the grocery store or just walking to the No Frills, something like that, Shoppers Drug Mart. So it's out there, guys. You just got to capitalize on their needs. And worst thing, people will not return their pets. Gotta keep in mind, you build an emotional connection with them, right? You can't just, maybe some people will because they for other reasons, but at least 90% of the people, even 98% of the people will keep their pets even if they're suffering from a financial loss, this and that. They love their pet. Their pet has gotten them through the hard times they have gone through life, and they won't forget that. I personally used to have 2 dogs, and it felt like such a strong connection with them. They passed away, but had such a strong connection with them, and it was so hard when they passed away, and then I had this need to replace them. So people will not return their pets no matter what, unless they're going through something, like a breakup and the couple couldn't decide who needed to keep it. So that's a different story. Like I said, 98% of the time, people love their pets and they will keep their pets. So they're not going anywhere. This is just another, evidence over here saying that shelters and every rescue place was empty during the pandemic. People were having a hard time finding pets. And you got to keep in mind, pets live up to 10 to 15 years. So that's like 10 to 15 years of investment going into care, food, preventing any disease, anything like that. So gotta capitalize on that as Amazon FBA business owner. The pet niche has a variety of products. Gotta keep in mind, they all look the same. So if you can take that look and change it into something nice, it would be amazing. You can create your own bundles and kits, so you can optimize it by putting everything together and creating a higher version of the product. So maybe making it look like it's quality rather than just like, I bought it from Alibaba and here it is. There's nothing to it. Gotta give it your own touch to it. So this is just a product on Amazon that I saw. It's called Aquapaw. It's been around for a while, and as you can see, this is on Amazon.com as well. As you can see, they're selling for $10.95 per piece. Okay, so that's per piece sold on Amazon for $10.95, and it's being, I'll show you now. It's being bought on Alibaba. If you buy 1,000 pieces or 10,000 pieces, that's $1. Maybe you don't have that much, so you go for just to test the product, you go for $2.80, and that's just means you will have at least 70 to 60% margins after Amazon fees, after everything. So this product, it's very competitive, but like I said, they put their own they put their own technology to it. So they use sticky notes not sticky notes. They use sticky pads to make sure that it sticks on the wall, so it's easy for pets to eat. They have that here as well. So that's something you can work on. Talk to your supplier, see what extra services he can give you. And you got to keep in mind, Amazon has changed a lot since 2017. You couldn't just back then, you could just take any product, put it on Amazon, it'd be okay. It would sell. Now there's a lot of competition, so you got to be smart about it. You got to work on your branding, you got to work on the product, you got to change it up rather than just copy paste it. It's not going to work. You're not going to succeed. You're going to actually have to put in the work for it. All right. Creating the brand is the key. Like I said, you got to put in the work for it to get the results. If you just copy paste it, it's not gonna work. You gotta change it. You gotta put your label on it. You gotta put your name on it, your company name. I mean, you gotta. Okay. So next one, second niche is eco-friendly products. As we know, global warming is a real thing. People are actually taking action on it, and like I said, people are aware of it. People are actively choosing eco-friendly products over regular products that are not as eco-friendly. It's a movement that's happening, and there's nothing you can do to stop it, because if we don't take care of it, the world is gonna end sooner than we expect it. So we really have to put ourselves out there and make decisions that will help the people as a collective. This is just an article saying that 55% would spend more on eco-friendly products while willing to boycott less green companies. So people who are actually not promoting this, companies that are actually not promoting this green lifestyle would actually lose profit in the long run, at least 55%. So that's mind-blowing, right? It says nearly 40% of consumers would boycott for not being eco-friendly concise. For that group, 18% have done so. 18% have already chosen to go eco-friendly, complete eco-friendly products. So it's already out there. If you use eco-friendly products yourself, you know exactly what I'm talking about, how easy it is to magnetize towards eco-friendly products, because at the back of your head, you're like, whoa, I'm supporting planet Earth. And if you're that type of person, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So here's just something actually I worked on before. I actually did eco-friendly swabs, and the margins were a bit low, so that's why I didn't pursue it, because you get one of these for approximately 50 cents, and you could sell for $11.80. But at that time, I didn't know what to do, where to go with it, and I wish I capitalized on that. But now I'm here telling you, one of these would sell for $11, which is crazy. But there are people buying out there. The reviews say how people got it as a gift, this and that, and they love it way more than the cotton swab. Don't get me wrong. These look like it's meant for ears, but you could use it for multiple things. Like girls can use this to fix their makeup, or fix their acne or any type of pimple, to like take care of that gently rather than using the cotton swab. Sometimes the cotton can get stuck on you, which is kind of irritating. Whereas these reusable swabs actually have like these silicone piece at the edge, which helps you clean better and take care of it better. In the end, you're promoting a healthy, eco-friendly lifestyle. The movement. So you're playing with people's emotions to get them to buy your product. Always play with people's emotions to get them to buy your product, right? So that's everything. That's like with everything, you got to play with people's emotions to get them to buy your product. Third niche is home and decor and improvement. As we know, with the pandemic, people are finding things to do within their home because they couldn't do anything outside. And as you can see, the trend is obviously went up in 2020, and it looks like it's going back to where it was. But the difference between then and now is the fact that people are aware that they can take care of their own home improvement details. They don't have to hire someone to do so. They have learned that skill themselves. And guess what? Going forward, they will just enhance it. They will learn more. It's just like any skill, right? If you practice it, you will get better. So just like that, home improvement, you will improve if you put work into it. Just like this, if you put work into it, you will sell your product online. So people have gotten better at doing their home renovations, this and that, which means that now there's more an awareness market. People are aware of it, which means you will sell improvement products. Just like anything, you got to make sure the product that you choose has a high demand and it's high quality. Because if there's no demand or quality and your product is like useful, it won't matter. Like it won't matter if people are not searching up for it. Also, there might be high competition in this because people are aware of how good these type of products sell, because it's within your home. People need this. So you may have to make some adjustments and improvements to your products. Read the reviews, read what they say, read the bad reviews, because the bad reviews are the ones that will help you improve your own product. And like I was saying before, companies are promoting work from home because it helps them save on rent, save on utilities. People save on gas, so they understand that. It actually increases work ethics and things like that. So people want to do things while they're at home, make people feel good about spending their money. People work hard, so they want to make sure they spend money on something. So if they get a nice table, they may need cushions for their table so it doesn't damage their floor. Things like that. Forces people to buy products online because they're working from home. They can't leave the house. They got to buy products online to improve their own home. They can't go to Home Depot. It's convenient to buy on Amazon, have it next day delivery. Makes the most sense. And to be honest, I wish there was, but there is no app or tool that will give you this money-making product. There's no such thing. You gotta test it, try it, play by ear. It obviously a lot of it goes into research and making sure that your product is gonna be the one to sell. But you can never have 100% guarantee. I wish there was. Everyone would be rich that way, but there is no 100% guarantee. It goes research. Jungle Scout is a good tool to use. And just practice and trial. Obviously, practice and trial doesn't have to be like throwing your money blindly, but having that research piece into it would help you a lot more. You must put time and effort. If you don't put the time and effort into it, you'd be just taking your money and randomly throwing money at it. You might as well just go to the casino at that point. Whereas if you put time and effort and research into it, you have a higher chance of succeeding. And, it's a no-brainer. Okay, fourth niche is home office and work from home. This is a niche, like it's different from home improvement because, you may need something for your workspace. But let's just look at these Google Trends. As you can see, again, in 2020, it's gone up. And the trend, it's gone down, but it's not back to the levels that it was back in 2018 or 2017, right? So, again, this comes from a place like people are still working from home. People have been accustomed to the idea of like, whoa, I don't have to go to work. I can just work from my laptop and do all the work from my chair. So that opens a room for another business, right? A lot more products. You want to make sure that you are improving your work office space, because in this chair, you spend a lot of time in this chair. You got to make sure that it's ergonomically good for you. You maybe spend a lot of time on your desk. You got to make sure there's enough light on your desk. So all these little things really add up. Maybe you need a pencil holder here. Maybe you need a new mouse pad. Obviously, the electronics are a bit competitive because of all these big companies, but the chair is ergonomic. You can find some backrest without having to replace your whole new chair. You can find a mouse pad without having to completely replace everything on your desk. Things like that. having to find something that lifts your keyboard so it's ergonomically better for your hands. So all these things can promote a healthier workspace, which would help the customer work better. So there is really a market out there for it. And at the end of the day, if these products are competitive, do not get the wrong idea that there is no demand for it. There is high demand as well. If you can just improve your products, read the bad reviews, right? Read the bad reviews to help you understand what the customers are looking for. Get creative and you will succeed. It's all about creativity. If you haven't seen a product out there, you are more likely to click on it and see what's this all about. Because if you've seen this specific keyboard, at IKEA anywhere, and someone's selling this keyboard, you will not click on it. You will click on a keyboard that's a split keyboard. And now you wonder what that is. It's a keyboard split into two, which is better for your hands to actually type on. And things like that, get creative and you will succeed. Find the needs, read the bad reviews. It's all in the bad reviews. Read the bad reviews, improve your products, get creative and succeed. That's the key right there. Like I said, do not reinvent the whole product. You don't need to make this keyboard into something completely different. Just improve one thing, read one bad review, and see if that's one bad review will change your product to succeed and thrive in this market. So that's the whole thing. Do not reinvent the whole thing. You're just going to make it really hard for yourself. And keep your mind open, right? Be an open-minded person when it comes to this. If you see like there's really a high competition for this, don't assume that you won't be able to sell. Like I said, do the research, and it will actually show in itself that you are working hard to complete the things you need to do before you can succeed. It's just being open-minded. Be open-minded about it. E-commerce has been here for a while. People are just getting aware of it. Some people think it's too late to get into it. I disagree. You will still succeed if you put the research and time and differentiate yourself from these other sellers. You can still succeed on Amazon, Shopify, and Etsy, things like that. There's a whole complete market out there. You just got to find the product, label it on your name, on your business name. That's it. It's yours. And think like the customer. It always goes back to playing with the customer's emotions, right? You got to make sure that they're feeling happy when they buy this. People feel happy when they buy products, but is it bringing any use to them? Why do they need this? Things like that will help you think like the customer, which would actually maybe get you more sales and get better reviews and better customer service. Last but not least, niche 5 is hiking, camping, and survival. So this, this will be very important this summer, especially because people haven't gotten that urge or that need. People have the urge and the need to go camping and travel outside. They want to spend more of their time outdoors because they haven't been able to because of this whole pandemic. People are craving that experience. So people want the outdoors experience during these times, and people are packed, ready to go. So since summer is around the corner, please look into this video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and like the video. So upcoming videos are coming. Thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.